Darkside Phil has a long history of using depression as a shield for his faults and using mental illness as an insult towards his critics and trolls. Depression would once again become a relevant topic in DSP's world as he would make an offhanded joke about it. Someone in chat would tag DSP talking about their depression, and DSP would respond by making a joke saying that true depression is his gameplay in Street Fighter.
Thank you to True Wiz for a super chat. I'm drunk, I'm eating burgers, I'm depressed. God bless you. Well, don't be depressed. Do your best to not be depressed. Don't be depressed. You're not trying to grind with Honda to master in fucking Street Fighter 6. So you shouldn't be depressed at all. This is true depression, trying to win with this fucking character when every top tier character has the drop on this guy. Seriously.
Now, of course, this moment would be clipped by one of DSP's many detractors and be posted to Twitter. For most, this would just be a joke that would fade away if he had admitted it, but of course DSP, the next day, would address this.
There's a post, of course, from one of my detractor idiots saying, I have clipped the moment where Phil told someone who says that they're suffering from depression that, hey, at least they're not playing Honda in Street Fighter, okay? It's hilarious because this moronic idiot, this mouth drooler, clipped a moment out of context on my stream acting as if it's something that's real, okay? What happened was there was someone on stream last night who came by and said that they were feeling depressed, and they tagged me in the chat. It's a blatant attempt to derail the stream. You're not gonna come to a Street Fighter 6 ranking stream to get advice on depression. It's not gonna happen. This person is obviously doing this to derail the stream to try to distract me. It's a very common tactic that people do, especially when I'm playing Street Fighter. I'll tell you how I respond to it, with a joke. These fucking morons will take a clip out of context and say, see, Phil is actually trying to give real advice on depression. What a horrible person. This is his take on depression. Hey, stupid, I have depression, you dumb fuck. I actually have it. I know what it feels like, all right? So if I know what it is, do you think I'm going to give bad advice about fucking depression? I didn't give the guy any advice. I made a joke about Street Fighter 6. You're a fucking idiot. Get fucked. You stupid loser who thinks you know anything about anything in real fucking life. You know nothing. You're the epitome of a waste of life to try to take an out of text context clip and say that I said something bad about depression when I fucking have it. Get fucked, really. No, really. Go fuck yourself. You're a loser. You have no power over anyone on this planet. If you disappeared today, no one would care. That's the truth of the matter. So go make as many clips as you fucking want with your loser circle.
Now we will go back in time, viewing the moments that DSP has addressed mental illness and depression. In 2010, DSP would go to Blip TV after being demonetized from YouTube. His career on Blip TV would be short-lived due to his anti-Semitic comments while playing Dead Space 2.
This is what happens when you let the Jews do whatever they want. You've let the Jews overrun space, and now look at this. Their greed has had the artifact turn everyone into necromorphs. So now I, the last remaining Nazi, must exterminate them. Hello, Jew!
He would then be removed from Blip TV, then make a video complaining about all the mentally ill people that complained about his anti-Semitic comments.
Unfortunately, like I said, those really crazy, really mentally ill fucking people who just can't stand seeing someone be successful, sending fake complaint emails to like the higher-ups of this company and getting me kicked off of their business for complete bullshit. It's absolutely insane that happened.
In 2013, a compilation called This Is How You Don't Play would be released criticizing DSP's gameplay. DSP in turn would respond by saying the creator of this video was mentally ill for watching a playthrough they didn't like.
The fact that this guy made a 2.5-hour montage shows that, number one, he obviously didn't enjoy the playthrough, so why he watched the entire Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough, I have no idea. But then he took the time to actively download these videos illegally and make a montage, okay? A 2.5-hour montage, okay? Who in their right mind would ever do that? And I'm being serious here. Like, if you're mentally stable, who would force themselves to watch an 8+ hour playthrough of something you don't like, then download all the videos to make a 2.5-hour hate montage? Who would do this? I mean, like, you have to be mentally ill. And I'm being serious. This person, if you're watching this, you need help. You need to go check yourself in. Seriously, like, you need to have the white coats come get you because you have something wrong with you. A normal person would not fucking do that. you are mentally unstable and mentally ill, okay? And that's the bottom line.
In 2018, DSP would criticize people who had early access to a game, calling them paid shills. This would obviously lead to a lot of backlash. Instead of taking responsibility, DSP would blame his depression.
Everyone playing a pre-release copy of State of Decay 2 is a fucking, a shill. And, I'm the only person who basically isn't doing it, so watch my stream on Friday. Okay? I know that putting that out on Twitter is going to cause trouble. I know that logically in this head. I know that's stupid. And it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake that I put that on fucking Twitter. No, sir, it wasn't. That was my depression pulling me out of a positive moment of my life at that very moment.
In 2019, Etika, a well-known YouTuber, would commit suicide, and DSP would release a video titled "Rip Etika, Judgment Begins," disregarding the sensitivity of the topic. One of the most notable moments in DSP history would be the time he masturbated on a live stream. 3 years after this had occurred, he would address it in a 2019 video, saying it was caused by the lack of intimacy with his girlfriend at the time and his depression.
So, at that point in my relationship, it was like around mid-2016, things were not going well, alright? So, I was depressed. I'll be honest, I've told you guys before publicly about my depression, that I suffered from depression. I was depressed, and it was a time when there was no intimacy to speak of whatsoever, and I was an idiot. I was a complete idiot, and I did something really stupid behind the scenes I shouldn't have done. Why the hell, of all the time, not to say that there's anything wrong with someone doing that in their own private space, why the fuck was I doing it when a pre-stream was running, right? When I had a fucking things running here at the beginning of the stream. It's stupid as fuck.
Despite expressing the many times depression has affected him in his actions, he would be insensitive when someone came to him with depression. Someone in chat would bring up their depression, and DSP would humiliate them publicly.
Super Meat Boy is in the stream chat, whining and complaining, saying that I never talk to anyone unless they tip me or they send me money, which is completely false. All he's been doing is sitting there all night complaining that he's depressed, and no one cares. And everyone's basically ignoring him because you're like, dude, we just don't care. You come in, the first thing you say is you're depressed. And what are we supposed to say to that? Now he expects that I'm going to derail the whole stream to talk to him live. So let's do it. Super Meat Boy, how you doing? You're really depressed tonight, huh? You're really depressed. Gotta derail my whole stream and be negative in the stream chat because no one's paying you attention. So now I'm paying you attention, all right? So here we go. How you doing? Now you're getting the attention you want. So let's talk. What do you want to talk about? Here we go. Super Meat Boy. Here we go. What's up? What's going on? Now he's not talking. Now he's silent. I give him his time to shine. Everyone's ignoring him, and he wants attention. I'm giving him the attention he so craves, and now I hear no response. Where's the what do you want to talk about? What's going on? All right. So there you go. Exactly. See, here's the difference, guys. I could tell the difference between someone who's being legit and someone who's literally just trying to derail the stream. And there you go. Crickets. And now he says, I'm not even listening anymore. All right. Great. Well, now you can be timed out for derailing the entire stream. You complained. You just derailed the whole stream. So now we give you your time to talk, give you your attention you so crave, and then you don't pay attention. Well, now you can sit outside the stream for 10 minutes. Good Lord. You know, sometimes you got to realize that streams aren't just about you. That maybe, just maybe, there's a streamer trying to put out content, and there's other people watching. And it's not just about you. I'm just saying. All right, that was fun, wasn't it? Like I said, I could tell legit. You can tell when someone's being, serious and actually wants to talk about something important. And you can tell when someone's just being a jerk trying to get, derail the chat or whatever. So, bye-bye. All right, so anyway, guys, again, tonight, if you cheer, sub, or tip, I will give you a shout-out. All right, Super Meat Boy came back into the chat just to prove that he was a troll all along, and it's now been permanently banned. What a dummy. As if I couldn't tell from earlier. Ha ha.
DSP would have two good friends, John and Howard, who he would fall out with. After their relationship broke down, DSP in 2015 would drunk text them all the time at night. DSP would blame his depression as one of the reasons he had drunk texted them.
I was heavily drinking all the time at night. I would basically do a full day of content on the internet for you guys, and then I would drink myself to sleep because I was fucked up. I was depressed as shit. I didn't think there was any way I was going to get out of it. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. I wasn't enjoying what I was doing for a job anymore. I was jaded. I hated everything around me, essentially, at that point. And then, yeah, some late nights, I'm not kidding. I know this sounds fucking pathetic as shit, because it is. There were some late nights when I would get drunk and I would start reminiscing about the past. I would start reminiscing about the times when I would do co-op with John, or we would do Smart Guys. And so I would actually be drinking like crazy and then watch our old content together and be depressed as fuck and fall asleep watching it. Okay? Playthroughs and everything, you know. And then it got to the point where what happens when you're a drunken, depressed idiot mess. I already had done this before in my life. And here I am doing it again in 2015. I start sending out texts and shit at night in the middle of the night when I shouldn't be. Everyone's asleep. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm stupid. I'm sending out these texts. Oh my God, John, I'm so sorry. I hope we can make up. I don't know what happened. If I did anything.
DSP would say he had depression in 2015 and 16, but despite this, he would constantly use mental illness as an insult against his detractors.
Shows a YOLO Dabriyama where apparently these idiots thought that I guess there was a random Twitch staffer in stream chat earlier, and these idiots thought that he was the guy who's like my contact at Twitch and are harassing the shit out of him. He's not, so they were wasting their fucking time. I never heard of the guy before. Some poor Twitch staffer who just happened to stop by and see what was going on my stream is now being completely harassed by fucking mentally ill idiots. What nice people they are, huh? But they're fucking sick-ass people. This is what they do. They're nuts, dude. They're fucking nuts. I don't know what else to say. If you focus your entire life on negative things to bring down others, you're a fucking mentally ill idiot. And you need to fucking look in the mirror and realize it or go get help. Because you're not doing anything for yourself. You're not bringing me down. For 10 years you've been trying. I'm not going anywhere. You know, you got to do something better with your life. Because sadly, as you guys know, I have a group of jerks, mentally ill kids out there who every time I try to do something positive like a sponsorship opportunity, they'll try to ruin it for me. Let's say I would make a Twitter post, okay? Literally, it didn't even matter what I posted about. I could just post the letter P. Just a P. All right? Means absolutely nothing. I just post a letter. And as a case study, you would just look at the comments and it would be like, haha, fuck you, P. P stands for piece of shit. P is for penis, so you got a small one. You're like, what the fuck? These people are nuts. These people just are the biggest loser nuts, or they're mentally ill, or both. Who knows? But who acts like that?
In the end, depression and mental illness is just another tool in DSP's arsenal. Depression is a tool that he'll use to defend his actions, while mental illness is a weapon he'll use to invalidate any critic's arguments against him. Whenever DSP tries to explain something awful in his past, expect to hear this.
Hey, stupid! I have depression!
As always, thank you for watching, consider subscribing, and thank you for all my members, and a special shout out to Francisco Ramos Mejia.
WWE champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush, moving gems around.